are with the amazingly talented Naseeruddin Shah sir, who will be seen in Hope or Hum. Sir, glad to have you.
Thank you, Pankaj.
Hope or Hum, what made you say yes to this film, and is this the same for every film?
No, every film is done for different reasons. Some films are done for practical reasons, some are done for emotional reasons, some are done because one feels that the content of the script is very interesting or very dramatic or very relevant or very touching. And in this case, I felt all these conditions were fulfilled by this script. I found it a very touching and a very sweet script, and I liked the part of the eccentric old man who refuses to let go of his old beloved machines.
Okay. The film seems to have a very positive outlook towards life. Is this the same for you as well?
I suppose I could say yes, because if one doesn't have a positive outlook towards life, one might as well go and jump into the sea. And well, most Hindi films have a positive outlook. In fact, I have actually met a person who told me that there are whatever good things there are in me are because of Hindi cinema. And I always use that as an argument against people who say that Hindi films have a very bad influence. Hindi films all talk about the right values. There's no Hindi film which advocates that you should become a smuggler or become a thief or become a criminal, or that crime pays, or that it is good to be corrupt or anything like that. All Hindi films propagate the right values. So why are they blamed for all the ills of society? That's something I've never understood. And this film is, you could call it nostalgia, though nostalgia is a slightly loaded word because people make fun of something that you are attached to by calling it nostalgia. But I value old things. I treasure a lot of old things. As you can see, even in my house, I have old furniture. Some of it is 100 years old. And the plight of this man touched me deeply. He knows there is no alternative, but yet his deep love for this machine which he has, nurtured with his hands and cared for all these years is too strong.
You are a very senior person. Do youngsters especially get intimidated by you?
I hope not. If they get intimidated by me, then there's something wrong with my attitude.
Okay.
I don't consider it a compliment if a youngster says, I'm very nervous in front of you. He should not be nervous in front of me. Why should he be nervous? It's not a boxing match that I have to knock him out or he has to knock me out. I do come across this attitude. It doesn't please me. Because I've never been nervous acting in front of a superior actor. In fact, it helps me raise up my game. So a lot of kids think that they're giving you a compliment by saying that, but it's not a compliment. And if I find that a junior actor is upset because of my presence or is getting nervous, then it's my responsibility to make sure that he doesn't continue to feel that way.
There are several tracks in the film. Do they all kind of merge together in the end or in the film?
That is something for somebody who's objective about the film to say. Since I had read the script, it is difficult for me to be objective about a film I am in. But I think so, yes. But it will depend on how the public perceives this film. That's the most important thing. I have always found that a subject that is made from the heart invariably gets through. You can't calculate and make a successful film. Except Sholay, which was calculated and made into a hit. But apart from that, I don't think there's any other example. It's always the films that are made from the heart that ring true and which affect the audience. That's what I feel.
How was it working with a child actor in this film?
I have worked with children. I've worked with some pretty troublesome children also. And it's great fun working with them because I'm not directing. But I think I would find it difficult to direct a child. It's very tricky directing children because, you know, all children are good actors. You know, any child can imagine he's in an aeroplane or he is going to space or he's in a ship or he's on a horse or, you know, their imagination is very fertile. So if you can harness that and get truly spontaneous reactions from them, like one does with animals. And I said that the other day and everybody laughed. But I really mean that, because with animals too, you have to trick them. The animal doesn't know what it is expressing. So you have a shot of a man coming in and then you cut to a shot of a dog and the dog turns his head. That immediately conveys the relationship of the man and the dog. So the dog is not acting. Similarly with children. It's a great challenge. And I think Sudeep has met it very successfully.
Do you think the traits of a character and how well an actor does it are correlated? For example, if I loved your role in A Wednesday, do you think the character itself was good, that is why I liked it, or because you made it really, or you took it to the next level?
I couldn't have taken it to the next level if it wasn't well written. No actor in the world can do that. An actor in cinema is totally dependent on the input that he gets. The writing that is given to him, the instructions that are given to him, and the way he is presented. The greatest actors in the world can fail when they have faulty scripts.
Looking back, what would you consider as some of the challenges that you face in your life and how did you overcome them?
You mean in my work?
Yes. Work, professional life, personal life.
Well, see, first of all, I had to overcome the mockery of everybody who knew I wanted to be an actor. That was the first challenge. And I think that somewhere helped me greatly because it lit a fire within me which is still burning. To be able to be good and to be able to be good continuously. Obviously, it's not possible to succeed in that. I've given some pretty dreadful performances in my career, but I couldn't help that. And I didn't want to give a bad performance. It just happened. The challenges. One of the biggest, not a big challenge really, was to not get sucked into the vortex of the film industry, and I managed to escape that. A challenge was to not get stuck in the same kind of role, because when a big film is being made, then they say, हाँ hero ही है, heroine, कोई 10-12 अच्छे एक्टर लाओ, और वो कहाँ से लाते हैं? थिएटर से, जो जरा respected, and this happens all over the world, not only in India. It happens in America, it happens in England, I'm sure it happens in Germany, for me, everywhere. Good actor gets from the stage. And we've seen the kind of work poor Dr. Sriram Lagu, who was a fantastic stage actor, or Niru Phule, or Utpal Dutt was compelled to do in Hindi movies, and you feel very bad about it. So a challenge was to escape that trap, and I think I managed.
Okay. And what would you consider as some of your highlights?
Highlights? Well, there have been many. My first film, I would say, was a highlight for me, though I got no work after that. But for me, it was a highlight. It's the greatest moment of my life. Then something like Tridev was a highlight because it was my first hit. It extended my career for 10 years. Working with Devanand was a highlight. I love Devanand. I love Shammi Kapoor. Meeting Shammi Kapoor was a highlight. Meeting Dara Singh was a highlight. I acted with Dara Singh also.
Can you play a quick Never Have I Ever game?
What's that?
So I'll ask you a few questions. If you have done that, you say I have. If you haven't, you say you haven't.
Okay.
Okay. So never have I ever walked out of a movie because it was bad.
Never.
Okay. Looked at someone else's phone without their permission.
Never.
Okay. Called a baby cute when it wasn't.
Sometimes.
Okay. Didn't like a movie but had to appreciate it.
Never.
Okay. Fallen asleep in a film.
Plenty of times.
Okay. Can you name a few?
Tarkovsky's films.
Okay. What's next after this? Any films? Anything in the
I've done one film called The Tashkent Files, which we shot last month, before, a couple of months ago, which should be a very interesting film. That is, it's an inquiry into Lal Bahadur Shastri's death. Fictional film set in today's time about a journalist who's trying to uncover the facts. And I'm due to do another film called The Storyteller, which is going to be directed by Anant Mahadevan.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. It was a pleasure. Thank you, sir.